Prince and Me is a fairy tale movie that every movie wishes they could be, but there's only one, and it's this movie. This is by far one of my favorite films, and I have rewatched it endless times since I was little because it doesn't feel like your traditional fairy tale movie. Let me introduce you. This is Paige, a regular girl who's really smart and just wants to become a doctor and study medicine. And this is Eddie, a prince who just wants to be a regular guy. So he moves from America to study in college and live his college dreams where no one knows he's a prince. And let's just say it's a little bit weird for him at first not getting the prince treatment, even though that's what he wanted. Somehow, Paige and Eddie kind of get stuck together on like a lab project, and obviously Eddie doesn't really care. Paige does because she has things she wants to do with her life. So Paige and Eddie do not get off on the right foot initially, but as the story develops and the characters develop more and more, you can see them get closer. And two people that you originally thought had nothing in common suddenly do. And they're both teaching each other different things. Now, the whole time that this romance is kind of happening, Paige has no idea he's a prince until she does. And again, Paige is just like a regular girl. She feels so out of place in this world. She doesn't think she can fit in. She feels betrayed by not knowing Eddie's truth. And Eddie fell in love for the very first time in his life. Genuinely head over heels in love for this girl. And it's one of the most beautiful movies I have watched. It's so wholesome. It's funny. These two are hilarious. They're so funny together, and the other characters are also equally as funny. If you love Princess Kate's story, you're going to love this movie. I must warn you though, there are two other parts to this movie, but unfortunately, Julia Stiles is not in it. And I love this lead character that they put into it, but there's no one like Julia Stiles, and the chemistry that she had with Luke is just wonderful. Unfortunately, I think that like the filming of those couldn't line up. Like she had other projects that she was doing. Still, even with that change of lead character, I still really recommend watching the movie because Cam is also equally as wonderful, and the movie is hilarious. She's lovely and great, and so here's a love story I genuinely love.